Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particular, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps out the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that will take you directly to the product page. You can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? It is a currency counter. So this was sent over by MUNBYN, and it's absolutely perfect if you are a small business or you run a bank. It is a bank grade level multi counter, has all the various features. So let's go over everything you are going to get. So first off, naturally, you are going to get the user manuals. It tells you all the various settings. We're going to cover a lot of those features right here in the video. You are going to get a calibration paper, which is just a little laminated piece, so you can utilize that. You're going to get a cleansing cloth and a brush in case you need to clean out any debris over time. You are going to get a little USB stick here. This is going to have various software and information on it if you want to hook that up, because this can be hooked up to a PC or laptop if you wish. On the back side, there is 2 USB plugs and a serial port plug if you want to utilize those. There's also like a phone line plug for a remote counter. So it does include a remote counter. So if you do have this behind a counter like a bank and you want this facing the customer, you can do that if you wish. Now it's also going to have a little quick start guide that has a lot of information. But like I said, it's pretty easy to utilize and go over. So let's cover the device itself. Now to give you an idea of the overall size, it doesn't take up a lot of counter space. It's about 10 inches across. It's about 9 inches in depth, and it is about 9¼ inches in height. Now it does have built into it a handle at the top part that is easy to pick up and move around as you need. I've not had any jamming issues with this machine. However, it does have a door in the back that you can easily open up if for whatever reason you do happen to have a jam. You can utilize it. It just plugs into a standard plug. The cable's nice and long, so you don't have to be right next to an outlet. And then there is an on-off button on the back. Now at the top part, you do have a nice size hopper, which can hold up to 500 bills. And then on the front, you have a nice little stacker, which can hold up to 200 bills. And then on the front, you have a very easy to read color screen in all the various buttons. So let's start on the left side. You're going to have an A and M. That is going to be the auto or manual function. So if you put it on the manual button, you can simply load your cash. And it will not start until you hit the go ahead and start button. However, if you do want to have it on the auto button, you can do that. Just simply press the button and bam. As you can see, it will automatically start, and it is super, super fast. It does have 2 different speed settings, which is at the little speed button. It can do 800 bills per minute or 1,000 bills per minute. And as you can see, it was really, really fast in counting. And then you can see here, the screen showed that I had 78 pieces, and then it told me the total dollar amount. Which is great. Now, next to it, below that, you have the escape button. That will just clear out all the various settings. You do have the menu button in the various arrows, depending on whatever settings you have. It does do printing. So if you do have a MUNBYN printer, you can hook that up to the back, and this will utilize and print for you. You can print off like receipt data, how much currency, that kind of stuff, kind of like when you go to a bank and you get a copy of that information. Then below, obviously, is the speed button that we just talked about. Now, it does do batch counting, so simply press that. If you keep pressing the batch button, it will go through and cycle. It can do a 200 batch number, a 100 batch number, and a 50 batch number. So you can basically utilize that setting as you wish. Now, I have it currently right now set up to where it does the one run. However, if you want to do as add run, just simply press that button. And then as you go ahead and run the money on here, now you will see as it will go ahead and it will add to that count. So we have here the dollar amount, and then we'll go ahead and re-put it in. And now it's going to go again. And you can see that it is going to head and add. Now you see it just got an image warning. So what that's basically meaning, it says, hey, I detected an issue with this bill. In this case, it was just a simple false alarm. You can go ahead and clear the settings as you wish, and it will go ahead and continue. And then below that is the detail button. The detail button is nice because it's going to show you how many you have of each. It's going to say, all right, here's the $100. You have, in this case, I had 20 pieces, $50, $20, 10, 5, 2s, and 1s. So that way it'll show you how many you have, and then it'll show you the total amount. This is also kind of the information it will print if you choose to print it. So now at the top, you have the CUR button, which is the currency button. So I have it on auto. Now, one of the things I like about the auto is it will automatically detect the currency. You don't have to set a setting, and it will automatically switch over to it. It's a nice little feature. Next to that, you have the multi option. So this thing will do multiple currencies. So if you have euros or pesos mixed in with your bills, it will go ahead and count those for you. It's a nice little feature, especially if you're international or you have a lot of tourism and you take multiple currencies, it will be able to do that. Then it's going to have some preset countries automatically in here. So it has the US dollar, it has the euro, it has Mexico's currency, it has LBP, I'm not sure what currency that is, and it has the pound in Canadian currencies. But this thing does support 120 plus countries. So if your currency is not in the quick set section, you can connect this via the computer and download your currency, and it will store that in here in the device itself. So like I said, you can add multiple currencies to multiple countries, which is another amazing thing about this device. So you are not limited to these currencies only, which is a great feature. And I love the fact that it does that multi-feature. Now, it does have the various different modes. You have the CNT mode, the SDC mode, and then the MDC mode. CNT is perfect for just counting how many total bills you have. The SDC is perfect for sorting, because what it'll do is it will, whatever the first bill is, so let's say you put a 20 in there, it's going to stop every time it sees another bill that's not a 20, and it's going to add up all your 20s for you. So it's kind of like a one denomination, if you will. MDC is just put it all in the hopper, and then it's just going to add up all the currencies. You can go ahead and mix all the various dollar sizes, so you're good to go. And then you're going to have your CFD button. That is all the built-in security safety thing. This thing has a ton of security features built into it, which is great for today's modern bills. It's going to be able to detect via that magnetic strip that's in a lot of bills. It's going to be able to do an ultraviolet scan. It's going to be able to look for the invisible ink, which is very common in a lot of bills in all the new US money, which I guess is no longer new. It also does infrared detection, and it will even do the SN number detection on all the various bills. It can capture those images and detect that for you. Now, it does have various settings. So if you hold down the CFD button, you can turn it off. So if you don't want to do that security setting, or it's going to show you multiple bars, and that's just basically determining how sensitive all those security features are. If it detects any issues, it's going to stop, and then it's going to tell you to go ahead and remove the bill. Once it does that, it will go ahead and continue on. So it has a lot of those features. Then it's going to have the reset button and then the power button, and those are basically all the controls right here on the screen. So like I said, this little money counter does everything. Whether you are running a small business, whether you have a bank, whatever your uses are, this thing does it. It is truly a professional grade, very, very user-friendly, very, very easy to use, and I've noticed it's very accurate. Like I said, I haven't had any jamming issues. So if you are in the market for a currency counter, I think this one is totally worth checking out. If there is something that I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.